A very, very, very good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending with where you are watching us from. And I am glad that you have chosen this TV station to be your number one TV station. And I am back again every Friday from 6 p.m. I am here to educate you, to enlighten you, to tell you this you need to stop, because we are talking about issues or matters that affect you or infect you. This is the Unspoken. My name is Wanhui Gachanja, and I am glad to have you watching. I am glad to have you follow us on our social media handles. I will be communicating to you in a few, and also you can talk to us on our SMS line, on our WhatsApp line, that is 0711 176 006, 0711 176 006. Make sure that in case you have a question, you have a feedback, you will want to partner with us, you will want to sponsor this show, make sure that you have reached us through our numbers on your screen. And last Friday we began a very interesting topic, matters land, and with us in studio we have one amazing gentleman known as Mr. Joseph, all the way from Optiven. Karibu sana.
Asante.
I am glad that you allowed yourself and agreed to join us today.
Wow.
Salimia mtazamaji.
Hello viewers. This is Mr. Joseph Award from Optiven Real Estate, and it's a great honor to be here on Oracle TV. There is a rare opportunity, and as we call it, the future is here. So if you're here, then your future is safe.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Great. As you have heard it, the future is already here. And last time we began on a topic on matters land, matters real estate, and we got to ask ourselves, where should we invest and where should we not invest? And quite a number of questions, Joseph, came up. Quite a number of feedback we received, and I will want us to kick it almost immediately.
Yes.
Now, what do you need to know, or what questions do you need to ask yourself before purchasing land? Yes, what are the major questions?
Yes. Thank you so much, my host. I think there are several questions you need to ask yourself before you begin the journey of land ownership, whether it's commercial, whether it's residential, whether it's agricultural, or whether it's for land banking. So, in other words, you need to know first why you want the land before you look at the factors. You get it? For instance, if it's residential, you want to know, is the place accessible?
Right.
You get? Can you drive from work and drive back safe? Number two, is the drainage okay?
Okay.
You get it? Because this is a place you're going to reside.
But I've seen counties that have pathetic, not mentioning names, but I've seen counties, the whole county does not have drainage.
Yes.
So does it mean we will not invest in land in those counties?
So, there are things I was told by an elder some years back, that you didn't choose your mom, but you chose your mother-in-law.
Sure.
In other words, you didn't choose the land which your father owned, but the one you want to buy.
Okay.
It is your choice.
All right.
You get it?
I get it.
You get it?
Yes.
So I was thinking, if in case it's residential, you need to know the drainage, because you don't want your kids to get bilharzia and malaria and stuff like that during the rainy season. You want to know, is there electricity? If there's no electricity, is there green energy? Because today we cannot do without power. The other thing is their security. Yet, do you want to take your family to the middle of nowhere? You get? And then other factors today come in. You know, today without internet, sometimes your kids are kuuliza, mom, we can't access the net. So, so it depends. Now, if it's business, you have to look at, is it within a commercially viable area? You cannot just buy commercial land in a place where there are no commercial activities. So, number two, are there basic amenities that a business needs? Be it a food outlet, be it a shop, be it a hardware. There are basic amenities you need. You need security, you need power, you need water, because you're dealing with human resources. You get it?
Let us hold it there on commercial land.
Yes.
I have seen opportunities that personally I feel I wasted those opportunities. Because 5 years ago, 10 years ago, a certain place, people will call me, come buy this land. Right now, everybody, almost 90% of Kenyans cannot afford that land because it is prime, it is a business community. How do you get to know that as much as this land does not look like it right now, but it is something that is potential?
Wow. Now, one of the things that you need to do is to do your research well. With devolution today in Kenya, it's good to find out what is the integrated county development plan. You get the point? Okay, you need to understand, okay, which areas are being upgraded from townships to municipalities.
All right.
You get such kind of things. Okay, you need to understand, in case the county headquarters is going to be moved, where is it going to be moved to? You get? And I'll give you a case. Talk of Nyahururu and Rumuruti. When the Laikipia County government decided to move the county headquarters to Rumuruti, land speculators shifted.
Yes.
Because
I think the same happened in Kiambu and Juja.
You get the point?
Yes.
Because when the government offices come to a place, when power comes, man, we call it the future is here.
Yes.
So everything comes around power. You know, the roads will be done, power will be done, infrastructure will be improved, security, there'll be police stations and all that.
All right.
So you need to look at such plans are important to study. So that you ask yourself, okay, if the government is planning to do an industrial park,
what are the long-term plans?
That is it.
All right.
Like you see now, talk of a place like Maimahio. Guys were hearing of the dry pot.
Yes.
So if you miss the opportunity, those who caught it. Today we are talking about Tatu and Konza City.
Yes.
These are futuristic plans. So if you can align yourself with it, then by the time it's going to be actualized, you'll be an existing investor. By the time guys are going for the gold rush, you guys were already there.
Yes.
You get? Because the moment the economy grows, residential houses will be needed, warehouses will be needed, schools will be needed, that whole value chain of amenities. So it's always good to understand the economic and demographic patterns of any area.
Okay.
Because they determine where money is coming, they determine where where the population is heading, and where demand is going to be.
Right.
You get it?
Okay. So we have looked at the need.
Yes.
Now, are you able, or a genuine, not only Optiven, but a genuine land company, is it able to advise? Probably Gachanja wants to do farming, and I want to buy land, let me not mention anywhere, but I want to buy a land
at
somewhere.
Position X.
At position X.
Yes.
Are you able to tell me this place is not prime for farming, it's prime for building, it's prime for commercial? Are you able as a company to advise, or should I go and get my sources to advise me?
Now, one of the things why Optiven is celebrating 25 years today, that's a quarter of a century, is because our sister company called Optiven Homes, we have those geospatial experts. They always come to any site before the company acquires it. They look at the water table. How far is it? If you do a borehole, are you going to dig miles or a few meters?
Okay.
Now, those are some of the factors we look at, because any gated community without water today is not a gated community.
Sure.
You get the point?
Yes.
We don't want to see donkeys and borders coming bringing water daily. You get?
Yes.
So that one of our strengths is we do borehole water, and we pipe all homes, all the plots within our gated communities. So we have to bring those water engineers in advance to advise.
All right.
So if there is no water there, rarely will you find us. You get? Because it's going to be so costly to do a borehole. And we know so well, when Gachanja comes with your family, you need water. Whether it's for your little garden, yes, Kumapale behind, you get? You need water.
All right.
So we normally do that, and we get professional advice before we advertise any land for sale.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is gated community.
Yes.
I want a land by myself, probably a ranch or a bigger chunk of land rather than where we will be in a gated community.
Yes.
Are you able to advise me, this one, you can do this, you cannot do this?
Yes. Again, I think I'll quote the elders. I love quoting the elders. They say that a wise man learns from the experience of others. But the reverse learns from his own experiences.
Sure.
And that's why anytime an investor wants to come to a place, he will ask, okay, I want to do a greenhouse. Are there people doing greenhouses around? You get the point?
Yes.
I want to do packaging. You get? Are there people doing packaging? You get the point?
Yes.
I'll give you an example of our project in Nakuru here, Ushindi Gardens. Next to Ushindi Gardens, we have cars and flowers. These are guys doing greenhouses.
Yes.
And actually our water, our drainage, stormwater drainage pipe, the drainage is draining into their dam because they need it for irrigation. Just beyond there, you'll find Simba Cement, around 4 kilometers ahead.
Yes.
The packaging plant.
We're talking about Gisheha.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll find Simba Cement packaging plant. The manufacturing is on the coast.
Yes.
So you cannot bring a packaging plant at a location where the water table is unreachable.
Okay.
So now, those are the kind of things. You have to look at what is in the environment. You get?
Yes.
You cross the road to Gishea Farm, and then you find, they call it avocados a Kenyatta. You get?
Yes.
So if you want to do avocado or fruit farming, are there people doing it there? You get?
Yes.
Yeah, this is not the era of Vasco da Gama where people were coming to learn and explore.
Later.
You get it? A lot of them were eaten by lions and died of malaria and tropical diseases. So we are in an era whereby you learn from others.
Okay.
You get? So the moment you find that people are doing similar kind of activities, then it gives you the confidence. You get? Just the other day we were saying it's good to ask the village drunk. There's always something he knows. Yeah.
Yes.
So he'll tell you, man, that place is good because company X, Y, and Z are manufacturing, they're doing greenhouses, they're doing packaging, and their products are accepted in the marketplace.
All right. Yes. In case you have just joined us, this is The Unspoken. I am Wanhui Gachanja, and in studio with me, I have Joseph Owor, and we have started by asking ourselves, what is it that you need to know? What are the questions that you need to ask yourself before you get into purchasing this land? Last week we agreed we are no longer doing megoda maguta. We need to get to the real soil and see this is soil. It's no longer oil. And we have first of all seen how accessible is this place. We have also looked at the utility hookups. We have also seen what is the need. What do you need this land for? As we come back, I have seen someone ask about buildings. So I want to ask to take a very short commercial break. My producer will be taking us for a very short commercial break. When we come back, we will be looking at buildings. I know there are places you can only build a bungalow. There are places that you can only build, if you're building a tall building, it's only 1 floor or 2 floors. We will come and discuss that in a short while. Keep talking to us through our SMS line, through our WhatsApp line. Welcome back. This is the Unspoken, and just a reminder that this program has been brought to you, has been sponsored by Nakuru Bright Shine Schools. Nakuru Bright Shine Schools is an ECD center located in Nakuru County, inside the Mountain of Deliverance, Nakuru. It is a school that is catering for your daycare kids, your PP1 kids, playgroup kids, PP1, PP2, and come 2025, we will be having our very first grade 1 intake. Interviews are ongoing for grade 1 intake for 2025. This is Nakuru Bright Shine Schools, located in Nakuru County, inside Mountain of Deliverance. It is an ECD center with very qualified teachers, and grade 1 intake for 2025 is ongoing. So in case you have your child who is at PP2, please bring them over for interviews for us to enroll them for grade 1 in the year 2025. You have a child, you need to go to work, you need to go to fed for the kids. You are looking for somewhere that is good, somewhere that has class and pomp, somewhere that you child will be taken care of. Bring that child to Nakuru Bright Shine Schools for daycare. Bring them for playgroup, bring them for PP1, PP2, and grade 1 intake is going for the year 2025. The numbers are on your screen. You will be able to reach Madam Hadassah, our school administrator, whose number is on our screens. The school fees is very much affordable, and you will not regret bringing your child to Bright Shine Schools. Now, as we get back to our program, The Unspoken, we are talking Matters Land. We are live on our Facebook page, that is Mountain of Deliverance Church Lanet. We are also live on YouTube, that is Rev Mark K. Tani. I will be telling you if at all we will be on any other social media platform, but also you can reach us on SMS and on WhatsApp through 0711 176 006 0711 176 006. And the question that came up before we left Jose, someone asked, how can I be advised on what to build on this particular land? Yes.
Wow. Now, on what to build on a particular land, it will depend, first of all, on the market need. You know, we say a demand-driven agenda has a 90% probability of succeeding. You get?
Yes.
For instance, I cannot advise you to do a school, you know, a beautiful school like Bright you know,
yes,
in a place where there's no population. You get?
Yes.
But if we have a gated community with over 800 families, I'll tell you, do a kindergarten here.
Yes.
Because all these families have kids, and these kids need somewhere to go and study.
Yes.
Or even the baby class, the singing class, the moment the kids are there is a demand for that.
Yes.
Now, another thing, you cannot, it's good to understand the demographics also before doing anything. For instance, I cannot tell you to come and do a nightclub doing secular music.
Residential place.
That is the kind of thing.
Yes.
You get? Automatically, you'll be running into trouble.
Yes.
Actually, you'll be stepping into trouble. Because tomorrow, the resident association will come out and say, we've had enough of you.
Yes.
So, you missed it. Now, again, I can't tell you to bring a manufacturing plant where people are doing agriculture.
Yes.
Because the chemical waste from the manufacturing plant, where are you going to dispose it?
It will damage the
You get?
products.
Yeah.
Yes.
That agricultural ecosystem will be messed up.
Yes.
So there are those kind of factors that is good to assess. In a place where there is high productivity, like industrial area, if you're around industrial area, I'll tell you put a warehouse. Because people need a place where they can stock their products conveniently before they're taken to the market.
Yes.
You get? If you're dealing with the bulk product, then you better put your get land near a railway line. So there are all these, actually they are common factors.
Yes.
But if you don't look at them deeply, sometimes, money speaks. And if you allow it to speak, you can do careless decisions with it. So there are all those dynamics.
Okay.
And another thing, I'll give an example of the volcanic activities that are happening.
Actually, that was where I was headed.
Yes. So, for instance, if you go, it's always good to go to the government. Go to NEMA. Go and ask, what is it that I should know about this locality?
Yes.
That is not printed on billboards. Because a teaching time saves 9.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
An environmental scientist can just tell you that one, there's an old riparian land, and sometimes it's prone to landslide and stuff like that. Rather than you go ahead and do it, because someone who wants to dispose that to you will sell it like gold.
Yeah.
Once you're in trouble, he'll be nowhere.
Yeah, like I think when we were growing up, those of us who grew up in Nakuru, and Nakuru town was a place we didn't have buildings.
Yes.
I've seen them coming up lately, and we don't have KICCs in Nakuru.
Yeah.
Because at least we understand what kind of a demographic area we are in.
That is it.
So is that the business of an engineer, or it is the seller who is supposed to advise me?
Now, it is relative in a matter that one of the dangers that we Kenyans love doing, we love shortcuts.
But of course.
You get?
Yes.
For instance, the moment you want to do a 5-story building and you don't involve a professional architect, what do you think you're doing? You're cooking disaster.
For yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Because...
For yourself and for the nation, by the way.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Because number one, families are going to stay there. Some are going to be your relatives and your friends.
Yes.
You get? Maybe yourself, you may stay there. So when you bypass that National Construction Authority certificate and you pay something small to get it, you are endangering yourself and the next generation. You get? When you fail to go for that NEMA environmental impact assessment test, for them to advise you about that place, you are endangering. Like you see a lot of things are happening along Kiambu,
Yes.
disaster, because a lot of shortcuts were done.
Yes.
So I think this is what, when now you're considering, is good, like us at Optiven will advise you on the basics of that land.
Yes.
You get? That's why there are places we designate as commercial lands, there are places we dedicate as residential, and others for speculation. You get?
Yes.
Yeah, others we just said this is a land banking project. You get? Because we are envisaging that in the next 10 years, the town center will expand. We are only 7 kilometers away from the CBD.
Yes.
So when you buy land here, in 10 years you'll be guaranteed you'll be the CBD.
Yes.
So it depends on that. So we can give you advice as far as we are concerned, But now when you want to do the engineering work, the construction, then get the experts.
All right.
They will save you a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, we are receiving your questions on 0711 176 006. One person has asked about shapes and dimensions. And on shapes and dimension, I don't know if you've seen parcel of land that look triangle. Others, they are almost oval. Others, they are not even square, neither are they rectangular. Others, unaona jua kitambo tulikuwa tunapimiwa land mpaka mwenye kukuuzia anakuambia those who come from Greek na nidakuogera ama kinyama ya Mary. Even steps, another 2 steps. So when now the generation we are in, when now business is business, you find that some land they look like this, others they look like this. Are we stealing from the buyer, or are we still okay?
Now, there are a few dynamics involved there. Number one, there are people called urban planners. If you've heard that career.
Yes.
Urban planners are the people who come with plans for the modern metropolitan areas, you know, and capital business districts, you get. So the planners are the ones who do the dirty work at the beginning. And that you see sometimes is very painful when you see government relocating hawkers, relocating people.
Yes.
Because professional advice has been given, they'll be told, we have to clear this path.
Why does it come late? Okay, that's another topic.
So urban planners, they did their part. And sometimes we have to appreciate the wazungu. You notice those guys, they planned even these municipal estates. Every estate had a playing ground. They knew there would be kids who would want to play.
Yes.
But then our Kajoras came. I'm sorry to say that. if you're an old Kajora.
We are not on your case.
Yeah, we know them.
Yes.
So these guys came, and a few crooked technocrats in the municipalities.
Yes.
And they decided that, no, this estate, they had this 1 acre for playing football. We are selling it off.
Yes.
So by doing that, they denied Wanjiko an opportunity to enjoy the natural built environment.
Yes.
Now, they bought even reserves that were allowed for sewerage. You'll get uploads built there.
Yes.
You get the point? So the planners knew that one day a telecommunications mast will be needed, and they reserved it.
Yes.
But now some crooked people came and sold it all. And in their places you go, unakuta their houses on a river.
Yes.
They don't care about, you know, who lives there, or the case about the money. So a lot of this is because of human negligence and greed. Okay. We cannot blame God.
Very true.
Yeah.
And that is why I've said it is all human.
It is all human.
Okay.
Because you know so well, this was a reserve for a school, this was reserved for a hospital, this one was reserved for ABCD. Because things emerge. Like right now, the youth, the Gen Z are saying, we want ICT hubs in the estates, we want a football pitch, we have nowhere to play.
Yes.
Now, where will you give them? Yet the land that was reserved for that, by the urban planners, was taken by people. There are few apartments there. So it's a human mistake.
Okay.
And it's unfortunate.
Very, very, very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
So I think that one, there is nothing we can do about it.
Nothing much.
Uh-huh.
So if you find that your piece of land is rectangular or
Triangle.
triangular, then what you need to do, go to the lands office, legitimize it.
Ah, all right. Yes. So there is that option.
Yes, if it's rectangular by circumstance, you know, a road was designed and it came and ate a corner of your land.
Yes.
Then just go and legitimize it.
Now, just on that, we have last week we talked of inheritance land or inherited land.
Yes.
And probably I own a 4-acre land. And I have 8 of my kids that, whether lady or men, thank you to the new constitution, all of us are heirs. Yes. So the 8 of them, so meaning they'll get half each. I don't know if this question is right for you, but it came up last week. who is supposed to provide the road? Hii shamba haina barabara.
Yes.
But nataka kugawia watoto wangu 8. Barabara inatoka wapi?
Now, it is assumed that beyond your gate, the government is not involved.
Beyond your gate.
Beyond your gate. That's why in any opt-even gated communities, when you're talking about 100 acres, believe you me, around 3 acres goes into roads.
Okay, all right.
You cannot roll over that problem to someone who's not concerned, who is not part of your value chain. Yet, so that Mwangi does not fight Otieno and Kirui does not fight Wafula.
And those fights are there.
Yeah.
They have a lot. Because you are my brother, but I don't want to get some piece from your land, neither do I.
So what you do, as a wise senior, call a surveyor, let them demarcate it again. Let them subdivide it afresh and allocate the roads. So that everyone can access their gate. Otherwise, there we cannot blame God.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Just call up a surveyor, demarcate it. Actually, the best thing you can do, call a surveyor before.
Before you decide to tell them.
Yeah, because if you call them, the big boy will say, don't touch the corner.
Yes.
Yeah. So call the surveyor early, subdivide it, allow the resource for the roads, and everyone has an access.
Yes.
Because everyone will need piped water when they need power. So allow those waylings to be there.
Yes.
So that they don't trespass and infringe on each other. You get it?
Okay. I hope that question has been answered, because I know that is something that is paining a lot of families, and the issue of land is really eating up a lot of families. A lot of families, because there is either a quarrel here, there is another quarrel there. No, I'm supposed to get this part of land, I'm supposed to get this part of land. There's actually someone who told me, involve a company. Yes, let it look like it is a professional who is doing it, or involve a lawyer. Don't let yourself get muddy. If you're a mother, you're a father, you already invested. These people should not. Okay, let me not go to that direction. Let me not go to that direction.
That only talk behind the tents.
Yes, we are talking matters investing in land, and another question had come in about diaspora, and we said yes, if you are out of the country, it is very, very possible for you to buy land in Kenya. It is very, very much possible for you to buy land in Kenya. And there was something else that we talked about, zoning of the land. What is zoning of the land?
Now, zoning, it goes back to urban planning. Like you'll notice that in any growing economy and growing population, we need food. So if we know so well that, let me give you an example of a county like Kericho. Kericho, 70% of it is agricultural.
Yes.
If you allow Gachanja to go and subdivide that agricultural land, then there's a potential in the economy you're killing.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, in as much as we need the flats, we need the affordable houses.
Yes.
You get? We need food.
Yes.
So when you know so well that land in Subukia or land in Njoro, that's a bread basket for the city, then it's zoned as an agricultural land. And that's why for you to use that land for another purpose, you need to go to petition the Land and Environment Court that you want a change of user from agricultural to commercial, or to agricultural to educational. You want to build a school, or from agriculture to residential. Because at the end of the day, we have to be food secure.
Yes.
So another area is an industrial zone. You get? We don't that's why you'll never find
You don't want to
an
expose
apartment.
kids to acids.
You get the point?
Yes.
You cannot
And
find
to
apartments
fumes.
at the heart of industrial area.
Yes.
Even the plan will not be authorized.
Yes.
Because it's a hazard in itself.
Yes.
Because the city has already been zoned. There's an agricultural area. This is
An
you get it.
industrial area, yes.
Yeah, these are residential areas. That's why those estates were bunched together.
Okay.
You get. And amenities. That's why a lot of schools are near the estates. They are not in an industrial area.
Yes.
Now it's that kind of setup. Because as leaders, this one takes us back to to John Maxwell, everything rises and falls on leadership.
Yes.
So when leaders are not transgenerational, when they are not seeing the next generation, then they'll do careless choices with land.
Yes.
And then after 50 years, there's no food in Nakuru City. We are importing food from outside.
Yes.
It will be an error.
And then we export and start saying they are not. Like I saw, I think it's yesterday, that KEB said they had an authorized shipment for cooking oil. Yet we are able to produce our own.
You get that kind of thing?
Yes.
So those are emotive issues. Sometimes we avoid them.
Uh-huh.
You get, because you'll experience a friction with the big
the,
boys.
the wrong way.
You get it?
Okay.
But a lot of it, everything rises and falls on leadership. When leaders don't see beyond today, that's why people like
Beyond their pockets.
Yeah. That's why we respect Wangari Maathai today, because she saw something beyond her generation, and she fought for some things.
Yes.
Because she knew that Akina Joseph and Akina Koi were going to come.
Yes.
Yet after she's gone. And they were going to need some reserves in the city.
Yes.
They were going to need a Uhuru Park or a Nyayo Garden where they can just go, detox from the stress of the city.
Yes.
So they knew people needed a Karura because it's servicing the area.
Yes.
So she protected those lands because she was seeing beyond.
She saw the future.
That is it.
Okay.
So these are called for leaders. They should see beyond their stomachs.
What is the difference between a freehold land and a leasehold?
Wow. Now, a freehold, layman language. You see, Mashaba, that farm of your grand, inheriting your
You will
land.
still be under the colonization.
You get the point?